Winter dressing doesn't have to mean choosing between looking polished and staying warm. If you've ever felt invisible in shapeless layers or wondered why your cold weather wardrobe leaves you uninspired, this is for you. Today, we're exploring Linda Wright's approach to winter style, a method that embraces luxurious fabrics, thoughtful layering, and pieces that make you feel confident without trying too hard. You'll discover how to build a winter wardrobe that works for your lifestyle, flatters your silhouette, and proves that effortless elegance only gets better with age. 1. Layering techniques for cold weather. Layering is where winter style either comes together beautifully or falls apart completely. The principle here is simple: create warmth and visual interest without adding bulk or losing your shape. Most women approach layering by piling on heavy sweaters over turtlenecks, which can make you look wider and feel restricted. The silhouette disappears under all that fabric. Linda Wright approaches layering with intention and lightness. She starts with a fine merino or silk-based layer that sits close to the skin, then adds a lightweight cashmere sweater or silk blouse. The outer layer might be a long wool coat or structured cardigan in a complementary tone. She plays with lengths too: a longer tunic under a cropped jacket or a mid-length coat over slim trousers. This creates vertical lines that elongate rather than widen. Why does this work so well for women over 50? Because it respects your body while giving you flexibility. You're not drowning in fabric, and the silhouette remains intentional. For daily life, start with neutral base layers you can mix and match. When traveling, choose layers that transition from day to evening: a cashmere wrap or silk camisole that layers under blazers. For special occasions, consider a velvet jacket over a fine knit dress. 2. Investment pieces for winter wardrobe. Building a winter wardrobe that lasts requires knowing where to invest your money. The principle here is quality over quantity. Fewer pieces that work harder and look better year after year. The common mistake is spending on trendy items that won't last a season, or buying cheap versions of classic pieces that pill and fade after a few wears. Linda Wright invests in a few key pieces: a timeless wool or cashmere coat in camel or charcoal, a collection of fine knit cashmere sweaters in versatile colors, well-tailored trousers in wool or ponte, and a leather handbag that works across seasons. She looks for impeccable construction, hand-finished seams, natural fibers, and classic cuts that won't date. These pieces become the foundation of her winter wardrobe. This approach works beautifully for women over 50 because investment pieces carry an inherent elegance. They fit better, drape better, and communicate a quiet sophistication. You're not chasing trends, so you always look current without trying. In your daily routine, these pieces become your uniform. When traveling, they pack well and resist wrinkles. For special occasions, they provide a polished foundation that you can accent with jewelry or a silk scarf. 3. Luxurious fabrics for mature skin. Fabric choice becomes increasingly important as we age, and winter offers the perfect opportunity to embrace textures that flatter and feel wonderful. The principle is to choose fabrics that have movement, softness, and a subtle sheen. Many women default to heavy wools and thick cottons that can look stiff against mature skin, draining color from the face. Linda Wright gravitates toward cashmere, silk, velvet, and fine merino wool. She chooses fabrics with a gentle drape that moves with the body. Cashmere sweaters in soft creams and warm grays bring luminosity to the face. Silk blouses in deeper jewel tones create richness without heaviness. Velvet blazers add texture while remaining elegant. She avoids overly matte or rough textures, instead seeking fabrics with a tactile quality. These luxurious fabrics work exceptionally well for women over 50 because they are inherently forgiving and flattering. They skim the body without clinging, and their soft textures create a refined look. The slight sheen in silk or the plush quality of velvet reflects light onto the face, bringing radiance. For everyday wear, incorporate these fabrics where they touch your face: a cashmere scarf or silk blouse under a jacket. When traveling, pack pieces that resist wrinkles like silk cashmere blends. For special occasions, let luxurious fabrics take center stage with a velvet dress or silk wrap top. 4. Accessorizing with scarves, gloves, and jewelry. Accessories are where winter style moves from functional to exceptional. The principle here is to view accessories not as afterthoughts, but as integral elements that complete your look. The common mistake is either neglecting accessories entirely, leaving outfits feeling unfinished, or over-accessorizing in a way that feels cluttered. Linda Wright approaches accessories with care. She chooses scarves in luxurious fabrics, cashmere, silk, or fine wool, in colors that complement her palette. She drapes them loosely rather than tying them tightly, creating softness around the face. Her gloves are leather, often lined with cashmere, in classic colors. Jewelry is simple but considered: gold hoops or pearl studs, a delicate chain necklace, perhaps a beautiful watch. Each piece adds to the overall composition without competing for attention. This thoughtful approach works wonderfully for women over 50 because it allows for personal expression within a refined framework. A beautiful scarf brings color and texture close to your face where it matters most. Quality gloves feel luxurious and look polished. Simple jewelry draws the eye without overwhelming your features. In daily life, keep a rotation of scarves that work with your coats. When traveling, a versatile pashmina serves multiple purposes. For special occasions, let one standout accessory take focus: a statement necklace with a simple dress, or an elegant scarf with a tailored coat. 5. Stylish and practical footwear. Winter footwear is often where style meets its greatest challenge. How do you stay warm and steady while still looking elegant? The principle is finding shoes and boots that offer both function and refinement. Too many women resign themselves to clunky boots or slip into impractical shoes that leave them uncomfortable and unsafe. Linda Wright chooses footwear that strikes a balance. She invests in quality leather or suede boots with a modest heel in versatile colors like black, brown, or deep burgundy. The boots have clean lines and minimal hardware, making them appropriate for multiple occasions. She also keeps sleek leather loafers or ankle boots for milder days, and elegant flat knee-high boots that look polished with trousers or midi skirts. This approach works beautifully for women over 50 because it prioritizes both confidence and practicality. You can walk with assurance on winter streets, and you never feel frumpy. Quality boots in classic styles last for years and actually improve with wear. The right footwear also affects your entire posture and presence. For daily life, choose boots that work with your most worn pieces. When traveling, bring one versatile pair that transitions from day to evening. For special occasion, consider ankle boots in luxurious materials like velvet or patent leather. 6. Winter color palettes. Color in winter can either bring you to life or wash you out completely. The principle is understanding which winter hues complement your complexion and work harmoniously together. Many women fall into the trap of wearing only black and gray throughout winter. While these can be elegant, an all-dark palette can sometimes drain warmth from mature skin. Linda Wright builds her winter palette around rich, warming neutrals: camel, chocolate brown, cream, and soft gray, punctuated with deeper jewel tones like burgundy, forest green, or deep plum. She uses color strategically, placing warmer tones near her face through scarves, sweaters, or blouses, while keeping neutrals in outerwear and bottoms. She's not afraid of subtle patterns: a heathered knit, a tonal stripe, that add visual interest. The overall effect is cohesive and intentional. This approach to color works wonderfully for women over 50 because it brings radiance and dimension to your look. Warm neutrals complement mature skin tones beautifully, while jewel tones add richness and sophistication. A considered color palette also makes getting dressed easier. When everything in your closet works together, you can't make a wrong choice. In your everyday wardrobe, build around 3 or 4 neutral base colors and add 2 or 3 accent colors you love. When traveling, stick to one color story so everything mixes and matches. For special occasions, embrace a single, bold color and let it make the statement. Winter style, when done thoughtfully, becomes an expression of who you are: confident, elegant, and entirely yourself. Linda Wright's approach reminds us that looking effortlessly chic isn't about following rules or chasing trends. It's about understanding what works for your body, your life, and your sense of beauty. You deserve to feel as good as you look every single day.